Aloha and welcome to my audio blog. Hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I'm in the office, so if you hear the phone ring or someone come into my office, I do actually come into the office and work when I'm not teaching. I love what I do, so I have a great time. Anyway, let's jump right in. There's a couple of really good questions here. I'm going to see if I can get through at least two of them. I know I kind of love to talk here and jabber on. But anyway, here we go. Let's see. Oh, let me scroll down the email. Matt, breaking news. Stuff has come up for me for a few months as I got back from quote unquote reality, adjusting to quote unquote real. I have felt solitary. While I have always kept a positive outlook and appear to be put together and confident, there are times where I'm simply up against my stuff, up against a wall. I have no idea if I need a reframe or what? All I know is that I need to communicate with people that speak our language. I love that. I am beyond grateful for your immediate replies, and the reason why I always reach out to you is because of our rapport, your congruency, your commitment, your light and heart. Thank you very much. Additionally, I feel that you love what you do and that you respond because you want to. Now, that's so true. I do love what I do and love to respond as best I can. So you give me no reason to believe that I'm taking up your time. I know that as my perception. Still, I'm extremely respectful of your time. That being said, I would love any additional suggestions you have, either a resource to go to like a reading or a blog. Well, here's the blog right here. No, I'm kidding. And additional people to reach out to, as I just need a little bit of help, as I'm about to leap into a huge transition in my life. True courage is being able to ask for help. So here I am, a courageous lion roar. Very nice. Thank you so much, by the way, for the kind comments. I really do appreciate that. And very humbled. I get to do what I do because of all of you. So I am I am very blessed. I know we are all blessed in our own ways, and I know that I am blessed, and I know in what areas of my life and how specifically I am blessed. And I think that's a good thing for each of us as individuals to learn, to know where are you blessed, how are you blessed, and to treasure that. I truly do treasure that. I hope you guys appreciate something in your life because it feels so good to have that. Now, I want to address this idea here, and it says I have no idea if I need a reframe or what. All I know is that I need to communicate with people that speak our language. Now, I did respond to this email, and I did ask permission if I could share it because this one's a little bit more personal than some of the other questions that I get. And I'm going to read what I wrote back to this Haumanda, this student, and then I'm going to elaborate on it a little bit. And then I said, so dear student, I would love to address this on my blog because those who are truly on a path tend to feel this way, that is, alone. It is a common feeling because you are there in the world with people who don't understand the true nature of who and what they are. Think about that for a moment. When you take a training, when you delve into something that helps you uncover the true essence of who you are, and you begin to live that empowered life, you still need to then operate in the world and be around people that don't have that, that may not even want to have that. And sometimes the immediate knee-jerk reaction is that you want to get them to want that because you want it. It may not be their path though. And that's been something that I've had to look at my entire life. I began to meditate when I was 5, and as a teenager learning NLP and Huna from my father, and sitting there with my friends, and one of my friends was like, hey, let's go jump off this bridge. I'm not kidding. I mean, literally, let's go jump off a bridge. I'm not being metaphorical. There's a bridge. Let's go jump off it. And I said, I don't need to. And they said, what's wrong with you? And I thought to myself, is there something wrong with me? It was in that moment, I guess this is the only reframe that I can think of, is that it's like the world's looking at you and you're different, you're crazy, but you feel like you're the only normal one and everyone else must be crazy. I wrote back in the email, I said, you have to go to the store, you have to buy food, you have to put gas in your car, pick the kids up. and interact with individuals, and I'm saying this from my heart, you have to interact with individuals that, for lack of a better term, are asleep. It's as if they're not awake. And there you are, wide awake. I cannot tell you how many times I have felt so alone in a room full of people. I have. And next time you see me there in the training, don't come up to me and say, "Oh, you're not alone." Well, I mean, if you do, I'll appreciate that. I'll give you a hug. I will. And I know I'm not. And I said in this email, so continuing with the email that I wrote back to my Haumana, my student, I said, "I'm sorry, there's no reframe to change the perception. The best I can tell you is that you're not alone. And what you perceive as my willingness to answer emails anytime is in part because it allows me to interact with individuals like you who are speaking the same language and who are also on the path. This is part of the reason why I do what I do." I have many students, and a few of them reach out and want to remain connected because they have that light and that passion from the heart. And when you have that, you seek out other people who have that as well, because it is a common language. It is a common way of communicating. And I love my friends that I have that don't have that language. I love the people that I interact with that don't have that language. And your heart sings and your spirit shines, and that light just comes bursting out when you get to talk about this stuff, when you're able to communicate this. And I've received a bunch of emails that I haven't read that are just thank yous for putting this up so that people are able to listen to this information on a regular basis, because we do. We all live. We all. I'm on the path with you guys. I get done with my HUNA and my NLP trainings, and I go home, and I got to open up the mail, and I need to pay the bills, and I need to pack the lunch for the kids, and I need to take them to school, and I need to go to the parent-teacher conferences, and I put gas in my car, and I'm there on the path with you guys, knowing what it is like to have to kind of balance that out. And here's the way you need to look at it. You need to realize that this path of personal growth and development, this path of spirituality, this path of empowerment is meant to enhance the other areas of your life. And if you feel that there is a conflict, one of the things that you need to do as a part of the path is resolve that conflict. You need to kind of rise above the conflict and see that by practicing NLP, HUNA, the time empowerment techniques, or any of the things that you have studied, Reiki, whoever is out there listening to this blog, the things that you study, notice how it enhances your ability to interact with other individuals. And likewise, notice when you're doing things in the quote-unquote real world, which I could have an entire discussion on which world I think is real or not. But let's just, for argument aside, let's just for a moment, this world that other people live in that are somewhat asleep, let's just call that the real world for the second, because that's what the vast majority believes is real. You take that experience and make it a part of your spiritual path. In other words, you blend the two together. And you realize that sometimes you're going to talk to people and you're going to tell them what you do, but not necessarily who you are. And other times you're going to meet people and you're just going to want to let them know who you are and share that information. And when you are able to do that, it is a magnificent thing, and it does feel so good. And treasure those moments. Truly treasure those moments, because that is when you feel pono. Pono, the Hawaiian word pono, means to be right with yourself, right in your skin, to have that unwavering congruency. And so truly treasure that. And I guess kind of wrapping up here, realize that you're not alone. Realize that there are other people on the path. There are other people, and we live in such a beautiful time where we are able to keep in contact with them. And that you are empowered to be in contact with these individuals and treasure those moments. And that's what I do. That is what I do, because that then allows me to feel fulfilled on the path. So I hope that helps. And again, thank you so much for all of your questions and your support and whatnot. I really do appreciate it. And I'm really enjoying doing this, so please send me some more questions. Send me some questions that you would like to have answered. And any question, by the way. I'm not making this any specific topic. I had one person actually send me an email. Can I send you an NLP question? Yep. Can I send you a question on anything? Whatever you want. By the way, if you send me a question and I don't know the answer, I might just read the question and go, I don't know the answer. However, that'll at least be a question. So send me questions, and I hope you all have a fabulous day. Take care. Malama Ponno. We all stand in righteousness. Aloha, ahui ho. Take care. Class dismissed. Love you all.